Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 3. Break. Check.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Great.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On first down, it's Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. He's coming. We got double up. Jumper. 20. Here it goes.
To throw again, Newton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check it back. Switch. Rush in.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down again. Is sacked by Robert Quinn. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton steps away to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Speaking of McCaffrey, boy, he was used a lot in Week 1, Charles. 128 yards on the ground. He also had 10 catches for 81 more. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, as we peek back to Week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derek.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long for Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the gun, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to... Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Prescott from the gun on third, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
54 Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Newton. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short. The first.
It's fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw, Newton. Being chased out left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
20. Gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City. And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
Newton on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
First down, Carolina.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Godot's kick is right through. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper, so Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Newton. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Robert Quinn, his 2nd sack of the night. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 91 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Well, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find them, and we end up with a big play.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 64 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing here, Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They fake the give. Newton. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a